KUSI News Live Weather Cam is brought to you by Lexus Escondido, where we make car shopping a breeze.
Do what you have to do, somebody gets mad at you, but you survive, right? We rearrange to stay in danger, everybody says bye-bye.
Hey guys, good morning. Maurice is here. How are you, Maurice?
Doing wonderful. Thanks for having
Great.
me.
Nice to see you, Dave. So I'm sorry I had to go get the jacket. It is nippy out right now.
It is not.
It is just a tad,
Just a tad.
I'm a win.
So Maurice was nice enough to bring down the bird. And the reason I'm bringing this, had him come down, is because we've got, not this particular model, but we got these things all over the place.
Yes, we do.
And I wanted him to kind of explain to us what Bird has to offer that's above and beyond.
Yes. Hi, Maurice. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, so
Thanks
these
for
are
having us.
all over. Tell us a little bit about, just how fast they go, and there's so many questions on how to properly ride these things.
And I'll try my best to answer them. Well, first of all, we love being here in San Diego. It's a great market for Bird, obviously for these vehicles. So in terms of speed, we geo-speed to 15 miles an hour is the top speed we do in markets, depending on the density of the population in terms of pedestrians. We also can geo-speed down. So in certain parts of the city, it might be going as low as 8 miles an hour or 5 or so.
That's right, because there's been concerns with some of our city representatives, as well as the community, that sometimes they're allowed to go too fast.
Some of these little scooters have no geo-fencing, have no geo-control. They can just go as fast and as crazy as you want. Bird looks at it more responsibly. You know, you guys actually work with the cities that you bring these in and say, where do you want them? What speeds do you want? And these things
and then you program them.
And look at this. These come with headlights, tail lights, all built in. You don't see a lot of wires hanging off of them, so they're extremely well built. We highly recommend helmets.
Yeah,
and that's one thing everybody should do. What are some of the other benefits to a Bird?
So one of the things you'll notice just on the side of the Bird, you see very clearly no riding on sidewalks. In our app, when you open the app, you go through a tutorial that tells you about wearing a helmet, as Dave mentioned, staying off the sidewalk. We also talk about the rules of the road, making sure that people stay in the bike lanes, for example. So we make sure that sort of communication with our riders happens consistently. And for non-riders, we make sure that there's something called community mode. So if you see someone exhibiting bad behavior, you can write into Bird or call into Bird and let us know, and we can directly engage our ridership to make sure that they know the proper way to engage the city.
I see. It sounds like the company is really doing everything it can to make sure that the riders are responsible and safe, as well as the community.
Absolutely.
They can do their part.
So what's the range on one of these?
So on a full charge, depending on inclines and whatnot, you can go about 30 miles.
Wow.
Now, when a person buys them, just for their own personal use, because I think my colleague Lauren, I think her husband has one or two.
Yeah.
How fast can they go? They don't have any sort of limit?
Yeah, let's say if you purchase them versus,
So out of the box, they could probably go around 20. We still geo-speed for, just for safety purposes.
Yeah, okay.
And I think another important feature for Bird as a company is we make sure that these vehicles are turned off at a certain time of night. So they're not running all through the night, because sometimes people don't make the best decisions after 10 or 11
midnight.
o'clock.
That's very responsible of Bird, by the way.
Well, and I think Bird, you've only been here a couple of years, so it's a fairly new company, but you kind of looked at what everybody else was doing out there wrong, and corrected it before you brought this product out.
Yeah, our CEO's mom was a 30-year bus driver. He'd been passionate about public transportation, worked for a couple of the ride-hailing companies, and noticed that all the millions of trips, they were basically 3 miles or less. And he thought, well, there's got to be a better way to deal with congestion issues and deal with climate change. And so Bird was born.
Wow, very good. Well, I have heels, so I can't properly
And Dora really, this is my test girl. She'll ride anything.
Would you mind turning one on?
Oh, not at all.
Well,
why don't you hop on and
we have about 30 seconds. Can we do this in 30 seconds?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
okay,
he'd be
here
gone
we go.
in 30 seconds. His helmet fits better than mine.
By the way, thank you once again for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so just narrate what you're doing real quick.
Yeah, so when a person normally comes up to a Bird, and they took my phone away.
Oh, you got
come
the
with
app.
Come with your app. There's a QR code on top. Kick the kickstand.
Yeah.
Just like an old scooter, you do a little kick.
And you're off.
You press the gas and you go.
All right, looking good. It looks like a lot of fun and safe. We will be right back with much more here on Good Morning San Diego.